It's a Asmongold Clips video, and it's about Ilhan Omar. And very, very, very curious things are happening with her money, her moolah, her guapo, her green, right? That cash, that cold hard cash, you know, those Benjamin Franklin's. We'll get into it. We'll talk about it as we go.
Representative Ilhan Omar amends disclosure, slashes reported assets from millions to under $100,000, blaming an accounting error. What?
For context, this is the illustrious representative,
That is
which we previously
crazy.
covered when Somali.
That is crazy, by the way. How do you go from millions to 100K? That is insane. There is some funny business going on there, because there's just no way. An accounting error, that's a big fucking whoopsie. That's a big whoopsie, man. How do you go from milli to 100K? Under 100K, right? That's what he said? Under 100K?
Representative Ilhan Omar amends disclosure, slashes reported assets from millions to under $100,000.
Yeah, under 100K.
Blaming an
That is a big accounting whoopsie.
accounting error.
I don't believe it.
What?
Sounds
For
like a whole lot of
context, this is the
bullshit, if you ask
illustrious
me.
representative, which we previously covered when Somali Minnesotans voted for Jacob Frey and not her preferred Omar Fateh.
We now have elections in Minneapolis that are being decided by Somalian tribal politics.
When a Somalia person comes in, they become a serious one, calling for rival clans to be expelled and pushed out. We will never gain power and move forward as Somalians as long as these people live among us and we don't kick them out. Clash of Clans!
Justice Department and Congress probing her sudden skyrocketing wealth of $30 million in just 1 year. We've got new questions on where she and her husband got all that money.
300 million a year? Can I get that? Damn. God damn. Can I get some of that? Can you break off a piece for the little guys like me?
There's another word for it called crooked. And that's why we have to have an investigation into this. As you know, the Biden administration started examining her finances and then that of her husband.
She was actually asked about this point blank a couple days ago.
But when you look at the increase in your household wealth tied to your husband's companies, you understand why that raises questions for people watching from the outside.
Yeah, but that's again one of the there is
Why you stuttering?
no there is no wealth. There are ranges to businesses that he was invested in.
But they say, well, correct me if I'm wrong, because they said you reported a net worth between $6 million and $30 million. But that is a big increase, though. So you could understand why people would ask questions.
Yeah.
I saw that your husband was asked to turn over some documents but didn't comply. So is that true?
From who?
The Department of Justice? I don't know.
The House Oversight Committee and the
House
Government
Oversight
Reform Committee.
There is no oversight that the Oversight Committee has over my husband or me.
Well, here's the head of the Oversight Committee the day after this.
We're going to be writing a letter in the morning referring this to the Ethics Committee. It's a simple investigation.
Have you ever accidentally thought that you were a multimillionaire?
Oops.
That wine company, which went from having a value of $15,000 in 2023 to
I remember this. It wasn't. I remember. It wasn't there like a clip. It was a clip on Twitter, I think, of like these two people that went to like they were, I think, looking, or they went to Ilhan Omar's wine company. It was like, it wasn't like an actual company. It was like I think they just like made wine, like they pressed grapes or something like that. I don't remember exactly. It was a while back, because it was sort of like when that it was actually it wasn't even that long ago, because I think it was like a little after Nick Shirley dropped his first video on the Minnesota fraud,
over
if I remember
5
correctly.
million just a year later. You go into their site, you can't find the production, you can't find what they're selling.
Ilhan Omar husband winery is called Est Cru LLC. I only found a Facebook page, and when you try accessing their site link, they literally sold the domain. It doesn't exist anymore.
There have been people who've gone to the business and sort of like the Somali scandal in Minneapolis, there's nobody there.
So 6 to 30 million to under 100,000. How in the world does that happen? Well, according to the Wall Street Journal, quote, aides said that Omar...
I'd fire my accountant. Yeah, who was the accountant that did that? Like, shouldn't you take their accounting license away?
For real. Like, going from 6 to 30 million to under 100K? Yeah, bro gotta go. Either bro gotta go or there's something shady going on there. That, like I said before, that's a big fucking whoopsie. That is a big fucking whoopsie.